Alright, so what's up, YouTube? I'm feeling a little bit under the weather right now. My sinuses are clogged up, my throat's a little sore. So if I sound a little different, um, that's why. But I've just been kind of chilling in bed all day, taking it easy. Um, but I wanted to make, and I'm actually going to do about 3 videos today. So, because I've heard, like, there's so much stuff that I've heard in the last like 3 or 4 days. I've been wanting to do a video, and this is my first day that I've really had a chance to sit back and take time to do them. And well, I just happened to get sick or starting to get sick. But we're gonna jump right into the first video, and so I heard that this professor, um, Brittany Cooper, was on Oprah Winfrey's network, and she said something that just honestly it flabbergasted me. I was like, wow. So, or and like I said, I heard it. I didn't hear her. I heard about it. But when I heard about it, I was like, man, what the, like, really? So I decided to check it out for myself. And now I'm going to make a YouTube video out of it. So, hope you enjoy.
So I actually want us to hold up a little bit before we do this thing where we start blaming ourselves.
Right? Like, why would you want to take self-responsibility for yourself? I mean, if you can blame someone else and you never have to take responsibility for anything that you do or how you look or what happens to you in life, then hey, you just play the victim all the time.
Like, I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it.
You know what I hate? I hate people that blame other people and other things for things that happen to them that they can control. Like your weight. Unless it's a medical condition, nobody forces you to go to the buffet 3 times a day.
Because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create.
What conditions? I mean, can you at least list some conditions?
We're moving, we're taking care of kids, but our food quality suffers.
Your food quality suffers? Does the supermarkets in your area not have fresh produce? I mean, I don't know, I'm not from your area, but like, I can go into any grocery store within at least 50 miles of where I live, and literally you walk in and there's a fresh produce section somewhere that sells fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. You can buy juices. You can buy low fat milk. You can low calorie. Even the grocery stores in my area even offer low calorie stuff. Now, obviously, I don't eat this stuff. Uh, but again, this is a choice that I've made. I don't like go in and I don't go to the fresh produce section. But my food quality hasn't suffered because it's unavailable. It suffered because I choose not to eat there and cook my own food at home. That's all I'm saying. Like, I can be on the go, and I'm on the go a lot. I really am. But I get home in the afternoons, and I could always fix my food for the next day when I come home. I just don't. Now, that's a decision that I have made, and obviously I like to eat. So I tend to eat out more than I should. But again, nobody forces me to do this. Nobody is forcing you to do this. And if they are, can you please point them out to me and I will tell them to stop?
We are living in the Trump era.
Are you seriously telling me that you're overweight and obese because it's the Trump era? Wait, hold on for 1 second, y'all. Screen grab I just posted. Yeah, that was her overweight and obese when Obama was in office. That was the Obama era. All right, that was taken in 2016 when Obama was still president. So explain to me exactly how it is a Trump era problem. Oh wait, she will, but you'll have to continue watching for this weird ass explanation that somehow affected her during the Obama era. So just hold up, keep watching.
And look, those policies kill our people. You can't get access to good health care, good insurance.
What do you mean you can't get access to health care and health insurance? So I'm assuming that if your grocery stores aren't selling fresh produce like vegetables and fruits and stuff, maybe you live in an area that don't have doctor's offices and hospitals. And if that's the case, may I suggest moving? Because in my area, there's like 3 hospitals within like 20 to 22 miles. That's not including doctor's office. I don't know how many doctor's offices we have, but that we have 3 hospitals. Now, as far as insurance goes, you're a professor at Rutgers. You're telling me that they don't offer insurance? Now, that does obviously not include everybody, because not everybody's a professor at Rutgers, but apparently their standards in hiring professors aren't that high. So maybe everybody could be a professor at Rutgers. But saying that you can't get access to health care is a lie. Um, like, and insurance is a lie. Most You can always buy private insurance on your own. Um, some jobs offer, insurance through your employment, and then there's Medicaid and Medicare if you're older and poor. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure that how you don't have access to health insurance, but go ahead with your narrative. Like I said, it sounds like to me you just looking for excuses why you overweight, and I'm just saying it could be the fact that you eat buffet a lot.
The research says that black women, when we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet than our white women counterparts.
I'm not saying that what you're saying isn't true, because it probably is, but simply following a diet, 2 people following the same diet, doesn't mean that they're doing the same things. Meaning, I can be on a diet, you can be doing the exact same diet. But if I go to the gym 3 times a week on top of that diet, I'm probably going to lose weight quicker than you. Just saying. Now, if you have other health issues besides diet, like for me, uh, there's other things that keep me from exercising. So, time being one of them, I don't really have a whole lot of spare time. But there's other issues involved as well. So, yeah, I'm a little out of shape from what I used to be way back when I was young. So, just saying, you can't just say, well, we follow the same diet and you lost more weight than me. Yeah, it just don't. That. Sorry, it's more complicated than that.
And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing.
Now this is funny. Did anybody else see that? She's blaming racism, and the cameraman was literally just on about 5 or 6 black women in a row that were much smaller, more athletic looking, under, like, not overweight, not certainly not obese. And the minute she says it's because of racism, the cameraman literally, in my mind, he's sitting there going, "Oh shit, I'm focused on all these thinner women." At the same time, she's blaming racism for obesity. You just can't make that level of shit up. As she's blaming obesity in the black community on racism, the camera is showing like 5 or 6 women who are not obese. So, are you suggesting that those women don't experience racism, or that maybe it has the reverse effect on them where it makes them skinny, or, you know, like, not obese? Because there's even, some, like, small women in there. Like, at least 2 of them are petite, even. Just saying.
You're not taking care of yourself. There's no exercise. There's no meditation.
Experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Yeah, I thought we had already covered this. It's not just the diet that's at play. There's other factors involved. Genetics is one of them. Environment's another. The idea that it's racism is honestly kind of stupid. Because if it was racism, refer back to the row of skinny girls. Just saying, it would affect them as well. But it's more about personal responsibility at that point. Like, and here's another thing that you gotta keep in mind: your metabolism is different than somebody else's metabolism. 2 people of even the same race on the same diet are going to lose weight at different rates. Their activity level has a lot to do with it. If you're a non-active person, say you're sitting behind a desk all day, that requires a lot of sitting down, such as what I do. I sit down a lot. I would need to eat less calories in a day than, say, someone who was very active, perhaps a janitor, so to speak. He could eat, or they could eat more calories than me. If we're both on the same diet, following the same guidelines, and I sit on my butt at work all day and he's more active, he's going to lose weight quicker. Just putting that out there. Just because you're stretching. Like, you're really reaching for that.
And I'm with you. I'm with you.
No, you're not with her. You're really not. You're a black woman, for sure, but you're not obese. It would take 3 of you to equal the lady beside you. I'm just saying, she a big girl, and she's blaming racism. So I'm assuming that you, as a black woman, have experienced some racism in your life, and yet you're not obese. So I'm gonna go with your. It was your personal choices. Like, just saying, you know, I'm definitely gonna go with personal choice. Like, decisions that you've made, how you live your lifestyle, things of that nature. I'm just saying it makes more sense than racism.
But I think it's also really important for us to know that we have the power.
Now, today, I'm getting better. The weight is definitely stress. I don't take care of myself as I used to, but I'm praying about it, moving forward, and making small changes in my life.
And you making those changes are going to be what gets you to where you want to be. Um, because you're taking self responsibility for your diet, your exercise, your lifestyle choices, etc. Blaming racism and one person like Trump or some other nonsense is not going to get you to lose weight. You're doing so is just you avoiding responsibility and taking comfort in the fact that you're setting yourself as a victim of whatever. In this case, racism. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist. It does, and it's sad that it does. But racism isn't going to make you fat. It's not going to make you obese. Nobody in today's world, well, I ain't gonna say in the world, but nobody in the United States is controlling what you do and what you eat, and we're not the UK, which is going to be another part of the video. It's going to kind of tie into obesity. Um, but seriously, you can't blame racism for you being overweight. Watch what you eat. Exercise if you can. Um, don't try fad diets. Build you a diet for you, your lifestyle, how active you are, how you've got to you've got to cater your calorie intake to your activity level. The more active you are, the more calories you can consume without gaining weight. But you can't, a person on a 2,000 calorie diet who it resembles a sloth when it comes to their activity level, probably going to gain some weight there. Just saying, you just are. Um, Whereas a person on a 2,000 calorie diet who's a basketball player is going to severely be underweight and actually be unhealthy because they're so active. Just saying, you can't. I thought I'd heard it all until this. I mean, seriously. But apparently, hey, another thing of it's somebody else's fault. So play the victim card instead of taking responsibility, and that's where we at in society. It's fucking stupid.